me, I'm the perfectionist. I'm perfect. The whole team understands that.
Player of the game, Japeth Aguilar, and Coach Tim Ginebra. Gentlemen, congratulations. Coach Tim, falling short of the championship, coming from a break. Just your thoughts on the performance of your players throughout the game?
Well, yeah, thinking very much about what's happened. You know, I mean, it's not an issue for us at this point. You know, I think our guys are really good at moving forward and moving on. We don't look back. We're motivated because it's the All-Filipino, and we want to get off and get our feet wet today and try to get a win under our belts. And you know, I just thought we played a solid game tonight. It wasn't great, but we played solid, and we're a little sloppy at times. But you know, it's a first game for us, and so you know, hopefully we can tighten things up, and we'll be better in our second game. We need to be going up against San Miguel, who is always the All-Filipino favorite. So we know we have a work cut out for us on Friday.
Thank you, Coach Tim. Japeth, sinasabi mo lang before the game how you like your team's chances is all Filipino with the lineup, but you have to take care of things. And tonight, you didn't take anything for granted. You scored 30 points. How important is it for you to start strong and see yourself do what you were able to do tonight?
I just have time to do some reflection after our finals and really coming to this Filipino conference is really up to us and to grab that opportunity. It's still a long way to go, so sorry after this, but you know, it's really up to us to really perform.
You know, with the fourth question, sir.
Japeth, congratulations on the team. This kind of numbers tonight, not more importante sa inyo, you have this kind of numbers on a regular basis, especially in return to this on Philippine after twice staying in the finals next game.
Sorry, what?
How crucial sa part ng yung numbers mo, as close as this kind of numbers, especially in the Olympic tournament?
I really don't know.
Yeah, 30 points and 12 or 15 shooting.
I just,
You're going to need that. And I think he's asking you're going to need that as we go forward, those kind of numbers.
no, yeah, like saying, in my mind, I was just been taking every opportunity, Coach Tim's trying the offense. So, yun, maganda yun, bibigyan ka talaga ng chance na try and you know, it's all Filipino, so mas na-distribute yung ball because, you know, we all know how good Justin is. So, ayun, then focus na ako sa laro, and you know, focus na din ako sa defense. I have a tough matchup kanina, so yun muna yung pinocus ko. And then, really just working hard on our system.
Another catch-up is Friday is Ginebra.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, like kanina, I gotta build habits talaga. I have one time I didn't spit back, and you know, hindi pwede yun you know, hindi pwede talaga yun, especially if you want to build habits, you know, toward the players.
Coach, this is just your first game. You don't play something on Friday. Something that was 3 games in about with that dynamic play of this market in right?
Well, we had to kind of play with a short lineup today. We didn't get a chance to, Jamie just came off a knee problem, so he only had a couple of practices, so we held him out. And then, of course, we lost Maya at halftime, and as a precautionary measure, we didn't want to play him in the second half. We'll see, he was doing okay in the locker room, and he came back onto the bench, so that was a good sign that maybe it wasn't as bad as we thought it was. And then Ellen just arrived yesterday from his junior national team duty. So, we were playing with pretty much a short lineup today. We hope to get everybody back in time for San Miguel. Jumar is always the target. You've got to figure out how you're going to handle him, how much you're going to allow him to dominate the game, and then you got to pick your poison with the shooters. So a lot goes into it. It's tough when you only have 1 day to prepare, but it's still early in the conference, and we're hoping that we can come back and play a little better game tomorrow, which we think we need to if we're going to stay with San Miguel. This is the problem with coming late into the conference, is you're not as sharp as some of the other teams. You did get a longer break, which is important for our guys, to be able to rest their bodies so we can stay away from injuries. But still, when you get back, the games come a lot faster, and you've got to make up that time. So it's a two-edged sword there. And also, you're playing teams who have a rhythm already. They've already made some adjustments to their game, to the rotations. We haven't been able to do that yet. We didn't have any practice games. Just like Talk and Text, we just came in and started playing right away. So it's a hard way to start the conference when you're coming in late like this. But we'd rather do it that way and get rest for our players' bodies than to turn around within 3 days. I think in the Grand Slam year 2014, when we were winning the Grand Slam with Pure Foods, I think we had between one conference, we had 3 days between the championship game and our first game. So, they weren't making the schedules like that back then. So this is advantageous to us, but still disadvantageous to us too as well. So, but either way, it's on us. We don't control it. We got to take care of it.
Coach, playing without the central in this conference, do you feel like you are now better equipped to play without him, especially after last season where you became very close to reaching the finals?
Well, I don't think you're ever better off playing without Justin. He's just, again, he just does so much more than just the points, the rebounds, and the assists. It's just his personality, his ability to practice every day, and just being just a super nice guy. He just adds to the team all the time. So, but the thing with, we're going to have a looser rotation this time around, we feel, and we'll be able to display a little bit more of our depth. When everybody has an import, basically you're not going to do a lot of deep lineup because the import's going to take in one position. But without him, now depth becomes an advantage without an import. And we feel we have good depth, and we'll be able to use all of that in the El Filipino.